Welcome back to the Porcupine Presents and our month-long series of love poems for February. Today's poem is something different and something very close to the heart. This reading is dedicated to all the dogs I've loved and all the dogs I will ever love. The companions who walked beside me, protected me, made me laugh, and filled my life with the kind of loyalty that humans spend a lifetime trying to understand. The poem is Robinson Jeffers' The House Dog's Grave. Written in the imagined voice of his dog, it's one of the most sincere and devastating expressions of devotion in American poetry. Jeffers doesn't describe grief from the outside. He gives us a dog speaking back to the person who loved him. The result is quietly overwhelming, a love poem from one soul to another. And yes, you might want a tissue. The House Dog's Grave by Robinson Jeffers. I've changed my ways a little. I cannot now run with you in the evenings along the shore, except in a kind of dream. And you, if you dream a moment, you see me there. So leave a while the paw marks on the front door where I used to scratch to go out or in, and you'd soon open. Leave on the kitchen floor the marks of my drinking pan. I cannot lie by your fire as I used to do on the warm stone, nor at the foot of your bed, no. All the night through I lie alone. But your kind thought has laid me less than 6 feet outside your window where firelight so often plays, and where you sit to read, and I fear often grieving for me. Every night your lamplight lies on my place. You, man and woman, live so long it is hard to think of you ever dying. A little dog would get tired living so long. I hope that when you are lying under the ground like me, your lives will appear as good and joyful as mine. No, dear, that's too much hope. You are not so well cared for as I have been, and never have known the passionate, undivided fidelities that I knew. Your minds are perhaps too active, too many-sided. But to me you were true. You were never masters, but friends. I was your friend. I loved you well and was loved. Deep love endures to the end and far past the end. If this is my end, I am not lonely. I am not afraid. I am still yours. The House Dog's Grave is beautiful because it chooses gratitude over heartbreak. Jeffers steps into his dog's voice, not to soften grief, but to illuminate what we so often forget. From the dog's perspective, life with us is not complicated. It is joy, routine, companionship, and a sense of belonging so complete that even death cannot tarnish it. Lines like, "You were never masters, but friends. I was your friend. I loved you well and was loved," are almost impossible to read without breaking, because they capture the essence of how dogs love, fully, simply, generously, without resentment or fear. The poem tells us something profound about grief, too. We mourn what we lose, but a dog, at least in Jeffers' imagining, remembers only what was good. The warm places, the familiar footsteps, the constancy of love. This is a poem that hurts because it's true, and it consoles because it imagines the thing we most hope for, that our dogs felt safe, adored, and lucky to have been ours. Tomorrow, another poem, but none quite like this one. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go hug my dogs and thank them for rescuing me time and time again.